I know, like crap. I've been asleep on and off since about 3:30 until about 20 to 7. No, it's 7:30. So I do feel like I've not slept as well. I'm feeling like that today, and I'm struggling with tiredness in general anyway. And why does my hair feel greasy? I only washed it last night. So annoying. And I'm just really tired all the time and struggling with my tiredness. And I know it's because I'm ill and stuff, but I just sick of feeling tired. And it's not like me to go to bed in the daytime, but the thing was, I was frozen and I couldn't get warm. I was frozen at work. I had my coat on for 2 hours. Then I took it off because I thought I can't keep my coat on. Then I left and I went to shopping and everything, came home and eventually went upstairs. I can't remember what time I went upstairs because I didn't get home till about 20 to 3 or something like that. And then I got in bed and I was shivering and I didn't know what to do with myself. And I had on what I've got on now, like a long sleeve t-shirt, there's a vest somewhere, pyjama bottoms, and I just kept waking up shivering. So I eventually put socks on, which I hate wearing in bed, they're just so uncomfortable, and I eventually fell asleep, but I just kept waking up. And it got to like whatever time it was like, I think it was 20 to 7, and I'd set an alarm for like just after 7. So I thought, what's the point in going back to sleep for around 20 minutes? Because I'm not going to feel any better. I have got warm, but obviously there's something wrong with me if I'm frozen and I can't get warm and my bedroom's hot, like, because I went up to the warmest place in the house because I was cold and I thought I'm going to have to get warm. So I don't feel great. I've just got a Dr. Pepper. I'm going to try and drink water and stuff and have pain relief and things like that. So I'm doing this video because I did videos and I was going about work and everything yesterday and how she just went off on one at me, and there was other stuff I didn't talk about that was said to me by the person who works there who doesn't want me there, and she made it clear to me yesterday. And I was at work today and my manager isn't being the same with me anymore, and I know it's because the one who doesn't want me there has been like saying things about me, and she believes her even though she's not a very nice person. She slanders everyone, she makes everyone look bad, she gets people sacked for no reason, and she just throws her weight around all the time. And I go out of my way with her, I'm super nice, I help her, I do whatever I need to do to keep her happy, but I'm above her, I'm a manager, yet she might as well be the boss of the universe as far as everyone's concerned. So there was like, I don't know, there was a little bit of an atmosphere. My manager obviously isn't happy with me, and then she starts all this rubbish about me filling in a timesheet for everything I do. And I'm like, okay, I'll just do it. I haven't done it for her, I'll do it tomorrow in her time, I'm not coming home and doing it. And I said, can I work tomorrow instead of Friday because it's better for me? She's like, oh, I don't know if such and such wants to do something, I don't know. And I'm like, okay. She's like, oh yeah, you can. I went, are you sure? Because if I go away and you tell me later I can't, that's not really fair. She went, oh no, you can work tomorrow instead if you want. So I left, and by the time I got from the front door of where I work to the car park, I decided I was going to resign. I just can't put up with it anymore. And I know it probably doesn't even sound bad from the bits I've said because I've not really said much, but when you go to work, like I went yesterday and she kicked off at me and she went absolutely crazy at me, and she was like raising her voice and like just going at me. It's too much for me to cope with. Like, if anyone's done anything, she's normally dead calm with them and she speaks to them calmly, but with me, she just fires off at me, and I don't understand why she feels she's allowed to do that with me but with no one else. And the other one, she doesn't want me there, so she winds her up and says things about me, and I don't even know what's being said half the time, and I don't particularly want to know. It's such a negative environment in that office that it's affecting me, and it's been affecting me for a long time. Even if they weren't saying and doing things and making me feel like crap, the negativity that they have about all the staff, there's always something about someone, except for there's probably about 3 favourites that never get anything bad said about them, But everyone else, like, there's negativity about them, and there's lots of blackmail going on. If you don't do this, we won't give you work for the rest of the week, we'll take work off you, we'll do this, we'll do that. And it's just such a controlling environment. Like, they're just control freaks. They're just, everyone is having their lives controlled by these people, and not in a sense like, you know, your boss wants you to do these things. They'll like say, well, if you don't do this shift or these hours, we won't give you hours tomorrow, or we'll take some hours off you, or we'll do this, we'll do that. That's all I constantly hear, and it's just constant negativity. It's not a positive office, it's just negativity constantly. And I sit there and I work non-stop, and they throw things at me. I don't mean literally, but they'll give me things, and I'll have like 5-6 things to do that would normally take 8 hours, and I'm doing it in 4 hours because that's my working time. And all you is our wonderful queen, whatever her name is, but she can't do 95% of the things she lets them think she can do, and I could do a lot more than her, but they never come to me. They don't use me to my full, you know, whatever. And it's boring. It's just like same old stuff. They go to her for things. She don't have a clue what she's doing. She asks me how to do certain things because she doesn't have a clue. She can't cope. And you know, when I left today, and I was just like, and it's taught me a lot to get to this point, because for months my doctor's been asking me to leave. She's been saying it's not good for you, it's affecting you, and it is affecting me. And I don't like letting people down, and like for months I've felt guilty for wanting to leave, because I keep thinking, well, who's going to do this? Who are they going to get to do this? Like, it's quite it's a niche skill, some of what I'm doing. You know, no one else is going to be able to do what I do unless they pay a lot of money for someone, which they're not willing to do. So for me to get to the point where I'm just like, I'm leaving, it's kind of like a big deal, really, because I was going to stick it out till April when minimum wage went up, and I'm not on minimum wage, but I wanted my wage to go up by what it's going to go up by minimum. I wanted it to go up to by at least 35p an hour minimum. Like, really, I wanted it to go up 50p an hour, because I'm well underpaid for what I'm doing. But I know they won't even put it up by 35p, and other wages are going to go up to make their wages very, very similar to mine, but they're not doing the skilled work that I'm doing. And I'm sick of being compared to other people who have less skills than me. And, you know, like, I will struggle money-wise. I'm going to struggle to pay my bills, and I'm going to be stressed out about that. But like I said, someone said to me on Monday, there's going to be a point where you're going to have to make a decision either way. But if you carry on there, you're going to end up really, really ill, struggling, both physically and mentally. And I said, I know how I'm feeling now. I'm scared that I'm going to go back to how I was acting last March and April, because that's the sort of pressure they're putting me under, and that's how they're making me feel. And I said, I can't let that happen. I said, I'm going backwards here mentally, and I can't. I said, but also walking away and, you know, struggling to pay bills, because I'm going to really, really struggle. You know, that's going to be hard. That's going to put me under enormous pressure. I said, I don't know how to cope with that either. I said, but either way, there's going to be some stress. But I realised I'd rather struggle with the bills, which I wouldn't rather struggle. Like, I don't know how I'm going to cover these bills. I'll be able to cover these months, even though they're going to, like, try and not pay me. I have offered to work a week's notice, which basically almost gives me enough money for the rest of my bills for the month, but then I'm like going to struggle next month, and it's just hard. And I did want to have a job set up before I leave, but I can't possibly carry on. I can't do it, and I don't really need to give notice. Like, I can just leave. So I may not even give that letter in until next week and just say, look, I'm not going to carry on, and just get an extra week out of it. I don't know what to do. So I'm either going to give it in tomorrow, or I'm going to get another week worth of money and then give it in. But then they'll refuse to pay me. I know what they'll do. They've underpaid me before now as well. But that's where things are now. I'm just gonna go get something to eat, and then I'll probably do another video at some point. But I'm absolutely exhausted, but I'm trying to not go to bed at 8 o'clock at night.